Okay, this is part 2 of my walkthrough of Turtles 3, the Manhattan Project, and I'm gonna start on the next level. Cowabunga dudes, let's ride the wave back to Manhattan. This stage is kind of hard. It's not really a bonus stage, because you can die. Took care of them pretty good. I'm not really sure how you pull off the little thing where you just throw them. I think you just gotta be on the side of them.
Hey, is this a new movie, Josh?
What is it? Yeah, it is.
What is it? No, just that.
I don't know, Piper Time. Sorry, you'll hear my family in the background or asking questions or whatever, so just ignore that. Yeah, as you can see, not only is there a lot of slowdown which makes things harder, but it's not easy to hit a lot of these enemies, especially the ones that pop out of the water. So a lot of times I just try to avoid them. Of course, you do get more points if you can do that and successfully knock them down. Just gotta time it right. Unlike that. It's actually pretty cool, all the different formations that they have. Which you may remember, they had the same kind of thing in the surfing levels for Turtles 2, the arcade game. Or I should say, Turtles 2, the NES version of the arcade game. Yeah, this is one game. Actually, Turtles 1 and Turtles 2 have yet to be added to the Wii Virtual Console. And so that's one reason I wanted to get this game reviewed before they actually put it up on Virtual Console, which I don't know when they will or if they will, obviously. They'd probably do Turtles 2 before they do 3, because 2 was a more popular game. They do have Turtles 2, the arcade game, the arcade version on Xbox Live Arcade. And those versions are obviously ports of the arcade versions and not the NES versions. And they have different sound, different graphics, different music. Some might consider it better. In my opinion, it was the limitations of the NES hardware and thusly the sound effects and the music that really made these games what they were. For example, I played the Xbox Live version of Contra, which is a port of the arcade version of Contra, and that game just, in my opinion, no, it is not the NES version that we all remember and love. So, in a lot of ways, it was those limitations that made the games what they were. And so what I'm saying is that while it's cool that they have the arcade version on the Xbox Live, because there are people that remember the arcade version, most people remember the NES versions. And in a lot of ways, those ones are just more classic. You know, maybe it's just the nostalgia speaking, but I played the demos of Contra and of Turtles 2 on Xbox Live Arcade, and it just wasn't the same. Like, me and my brother were just like, what is this? It's just not like what we remember. So, yeah. These things are a handful. There we go. So we've gone from to the streets of Manhattan to this battleship. Oh, to the surfing on the ocean to this submarine or whatever battleship. I like to call it a battleship. I'm very curious to see what the later stages of the game are like, just because it's been, yes, extra life. You can get extra lives, obviously, if you get enough points. So in some ways, it's beneficial to try and like those, the Foot Clan that were jumping out of the water. You know, obviously the more you kill, the more points you'll get, and you might get a chance of an extra life, if you can do it. But, you know, it's a tough task, because you can die in the process, too. Also, I'm pretty sure in this one, the jump kick is actually weaker than just slashing with your weapon. So when you're attacking bosses with the jump kick, it takes a long time. But sometimes it's the best way to attack them. And this guy's kind of tough. Actually, I guess he's not, as long as you can just avoid this run right here. And if you kick him right there, his back feet will knock you back. Kind of just wail on him. Then he breaks this pipe off right here. I remember this part pretty vividly from when I was a kid. And you gotta be careful because he turns around right there and slams you. I think this guy's easier than Rocksteady. My brother says it's Bebop, but I don't know if it is or not. Probably is. He's just got a mask on. Oh, come on. Oh, jeez. Yeah. You gotta be careful now. Oh, jeez. I'm dead. Let's see. I don't really like Mike. I think I'll be Raph again. It always sucks when you die right at the end of a boss. When you're right very close to killing them. There you go, he's dead.
Who are you talking to?
Okay, that was the end of level 2, and now I'll stop the video and play through level 3.